Welcome to Reforged Eden for Empyrion Galactic Survival, and we're starting in the hangar deck of the Janus. And what I want to do in this part is see if we can complete the Talon mission by taking down this drone base. Now, if you watched the previous video, we had a bit of a problem because on Roggery here, there isn't a drone base. And what I've done since the end of the last video, I've gone around and I've uncovered virtually every area that I can. And even these black areas, I think I've gone close enough to be able to confirm that there's no Xerax bases inside of here. The only area that's a little bit suspect is here, but I'm still quite happy the fact that there isn't a drone base in this area. I did find a few other bits and pieces like this House of Surdu outposts. The other thing I also did was in the last part I found another broken engine and I went up and recovered that so that I could get some resources, because what I thought I really need to push on with now is well, if I come and show you here, if we come to here, the Reforged, you can see what I've done is I basically deconstructed the whole base and got the information there. And what I'm going to do is we come into not general supplies, building supplies. You can see I've now got two really large drive thrusters. The only trouble is, if you see there, each one of them is 110,000 CPU. So at the current state of play, I'm not going to be able to put these on a ship. So what I've decided is that we're going to put these actually in the workshop. And hopefully that will really push up this area here, especially with respect to the Estrum and Zarcosium, because you can see I don't really have that much. So we're going to drop those in. You can see that's had quite a big impact on the Estrum and Zarcosium. And if you're interested in the Challenger, you can see this, again, it's the Estrum and Zarcosium that's the problem. And also we've got to get 56 optronics bridges and 20 small bridges to be able to complete the Challenger. And I don't think we've got anywhere near 56 small optronics bridges or the gold to make them. So we're kind of getting there. And then if I show you the Scorpion, to the Scorpion, if I can find it, there we are. This is Spange's ship. You can see that we've got everything now except the small upgrade kit. So if we could find another two small upgrade kits, we could actually build the Scorpion here. So that's the current state of play. And before we go any further, I'd like to say thank you for your comments and feedback, especially some of your tips and suggestions with respect to doing this Talon mission. And I did get a comment from someone to say that you don't have to use the crossbow to complete that convoy mission. What you can actually do is use the sniper rifle, but you're still going to be very careful not to hit the actual convoy building itself. I've also had confirmation that taking down the drone base is no walk in the park, because effectively it's surrounded by hostiles and other agents. But I still want to take a look at it. Now, what I did do off camera is that I did take a quick look at Spange's current playthrough, and he's actually done the drone base, and what he had was exactly the same problem as me, that there was no drone base on Roggery. So I think I can confirm beyond doubt that Roggery doesn't have the necessary drone base. And what he did was he went to Omicron and attacked the base there. Now, I didn't watch the whole of the video, but I did get the impression that he was having a bit of a tough time. So I'm a little bit nervous about this. So what we're going to do, guys, is we're going to get into here. And I do have an idea. We're going to get up into space. We're up in space. And you can see we've now got a max forward speed of about nearly 100 meters per second in space, which is pretty good actually. We've got a convoy or something here, but we're not going to mess about with that. What I want to do now, this is my grand plan. I don't really want to go back to Omicron because we've already been exploring Omicron. What I've done is I've looked at the medium starter planets for Reforged Eden, and it's Omicron, Roggery. You've got UI here, which is the odd temperate starter. Now I know for a fact that UI has a few problems with respect to the initial mission, because I've got a feeling that there is no Talon on that planet. I've never done a starter on the odd temperate starter. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to Ningues, because as far as I know, Ningues is still is equivalent of the Omicron, because it's part of the standard thing. So what we're going to do is we're going to tag Ningues, and we're going to go there. So just get up the speed, maximum speed, press K, and away we go. Of course, Ningues is a snowy planet, so it's going to. This means that we're going to have a change of pace, but it still has oxygen. If I remember correctly, it's got some pretty reasonable resources on it as well. Move this Xerox shipyard. Well, we're going to try and keep well away from a Xerox shipyard, simply because that is bad news. So we're going to head straight for Ningues. You can see it's 6 kilometers away. We've got a hidden station. Anything else in this system? We've got a few. We've got two moons. We've got the Polaris Kenix station. Cobalt asteroid there. And I'd love to get this ship up to a point, or get one of those other CVs in, so that we could maybe get into some space battles. But at the moment, it's not really an option. Right, we've got an unknown helix here, which could be source of potential loot. Where are we? We've got an unknown helix there. I think we'll go out and check the unknown helix. A couple of drones here as well. Oh, drone base, 16 kilometers. Okay, so there is a drone base here. I think what we're going to do is we're just going to drop down. Got a couple of rocket aerodrones and plasma drones here, but we might as well take advantage and loot the unknown helix, get a little bit of loot. I mean, it's a nice quick win. There's no point. You never know, we might get something special. Well, we can always live with hope anyway. So I think we can just drop down here. We're not in any hostile. Also just killed something. I've got absolutely no idea what. Turn the thrusters off. Somebody also posted a comment about the fact that I need to get into the habit of not leaving the SV and the two SVs active when I'm not using them. That means remembering to take out the food out the fridges. And that's very good advice. I think my problem at the moment is I've always had the habit of using the same ship, so it's never been a problem. But because I'm flipping backwards and forwards between the two ships, it is a bit more of a problem now. So I do need to be a little bit more aware of that. Did kill something. Let's just see what we just killed as well. It's just a local bug ugly, I think. Well, we'll see what if it's worth anything. Well, we've got a bit of Xeno material. Right, scan. Looks like we've actually shot the drones down as well. Oh, maybe not. Right, we got them. We call it tailspin, I think. Oh, go away. Die. One of the nice things of having the top cover. A little bit of bits and pieces here. Oh, I think we've just got some bit of fuel. And we're just Go and get the rocket drone. When we're using the ammunition, nothing that special, but that's the way it goes. And we can nose in here. I think that should be close enough. We got here, we've got some magnesium powder, elemental pentaxid. Well, it's not that special, but we'll take it. As they say, every little helps. One advantage of being on Ningues is we might be able to mine some snow for some more water, rather than spending time having to run a water generator. We just need to find some deep snow. And just turn you off. Don't think there's anything left in the fridge here. Oops. Double check. Or unload the Merlin anyway. Just put everything in the same one. Oops, we've got building supplies. Got some ammo. Put in there, constructor in. Oops, I don't know what I just put in there. Thrusters. And got general supplies. Put that in there. And then we got raw food. And I think that's about, oh no, we've got a bit there in the way. Oops, done it again. So I think that's about it. Oh, actually, what's the player got? Yep. Right, so what we're going to do now is work our way towards the drone base and see if there's anything else we can find in the process. We'll just jump in. Thrusters on, and the drone base is that way. I mean, Ningues is quite a fun planet to actually start on, actually. Again, we're just down. It's not exactly level, but it's okay. And we'll just very quickly go over and get the loot out the top of that. I'm not exactly sure what he's shooting at, but there's something there that's almost like they're shooting at the core of the... I think he's trying to destroy the core. I think... no, he's firing at us. What is that? You're expending my ammunition. You just legacy guys, are you? Yep. Of course, we got some. These are worth picking up as well while we're here. I don't want to. Well, I don't want to do the whole field, but this is all pretty good. A little bit of pentaxid. Yeah, I think it's just quite happily firing into the base of the... Or maybe I've just got a bit too close. Merlin, cargo. Pick that up. Obviously I didn't empty the actual thing. I think what we'll do is just to save a bit of time going in and out where I actually land on the roof this time. Yeah. Can you guys think? Not sure why I've got a single turret still firing. Maybe I will need to look at that. Maybe I don't have all my turrets in the cluster. Anyway, let's just get out of the way from here so I can stop firing. Right, let's just have a quick look. Wonder if I've got a turret that's... No. Okay. Look at my turrets and see what they're meant to be firing at. No, I think they were just pecking away at the... I think they're just firing at arbitrary bits and pieces. We got radar signal. Actually, just have a quick look. So we got 12 copper, 12 iron, 8 silicon, 4 lithium, and 1 gold. The gold would be quite nice. We'll just skate up this way and see what these... We got 2 resources here. The heat signature. We've also got hail, which isn't particularly that good. Oh, we found the gold deposit. I certainly want the gold deposit. We're outside of Talon territory. Yeah, I mean the gold deposit is... We got to make small optronics bridges and other bits and pieces. Of course, the ironic thing is that we're going to have to use the auger. And that off. So just very quickly, just whip over the hillside here. It's going to be quite deep. It's going to be a bit of a pain, but. Right guys, we're just going to dig out the gold deposit and I'll be right back. The game's being a bit anti-social, so what we're going to do is... Hello. We got... a nice Genghis here. Turn off the lights. So we're just going to land here. Yeah, we got another guy, another one coming. Okay. Right, we got snow gigas here. So just going to land here. Bit of... Oh, must have been the same one. Yeah. Right, we've got hail at the moment, so that's going to make life a little bit difficult. I'm just going to try and get down into here. Oops. Right, I think I've finally got onto it. We've got 50% left, 10% left, and I think we've... That's a tiny little smidge there, and I think that's it now. So what we got out. Cannot display both sides. Auger. Harvest controller, we've got 17 gold out of that. Not a fantastic amount, but that's the way it is. But 17 gold is 17 gold. No point pretending otherwise. We've got another Giga there, we just run that off. We might be able to get a few rare elements by killing this guy. Just level off. Buried. Actually buried in the snow. It's not good, because we won't be able to get him. What we have to do is just kind of excavate him a little bit. Oh, the barrel. Nearly made a mistake there. And let's get back to the ship. The power off. I'm late on the subject. We need some food and a tiny bit of healing. That's okay. That in there with some water, then taxid. Just put this into the structurants. We've got a little bit of copper, neodymium, some water icino there, some bits and pieces, raw food, and oops, and we'll put this in general supplies. And of course we've got to put that in there. Janice, food and meds, have a steak, and spare ribs. Right guys, we found a couple more heat signatures. Got a crashed cockpit. Nothing particularly spectacular there, but we've opened up a couple more heat signatures over here, so we'll just keep going in this direction. But we've got an unknown legacy structure just there. Again, it's nothing. And we found another small promethium deposit. I don't think we're going to bother with the unknown structure. That's a relatively straightforward one. We just park the ship in front and kill it. And the loot's... we've got a small Talon Village here. Nothing particularly great. The leather farm would be nice, but I've already got a pile of leather. I just haven't been able to find anywhere to sell it. I don't really want to spend more money on leather unless I have to. Right, we've got a burial chamber, because of course what we're going to get here is a duplicate of the basic missions. So this area is looking good, but I'm kind of getting drawn down. So I think we're going to kind of turn back this way a bit, get back towards the drone base, because that is going to be needs to be the focus of this part. Right, I don't really want to get in close. What we're looking for is somewhere to land the CV. I think there's a little bit of a snow field here. So if we can... we can just land here, nice and level. Yeah, beautiful. Run thrusters off. We got plenty of fuel. Right, what we're going to do now is a recon of the area with the... Let's just check the... We've got plenty of fuel, got a full load of taxid power onto turrets and weapons. Yeah, because we've got a heat signature that's 1 kilometer closer to us here than the actual drone base. Right, we've got a snowstorm. Wow. We're supposed to approach this on foot, keeping low. You've got to be kidding me. We've got a snowstorm defense there. Oh, now I'm in hostile territory. I don't need you to tell me, game. Got another snowstorm defense there. Right, we're just going to go round the perimeter and get in a little bit closer here. But keep low to the ground. We can kind of sneak in. So apologies, this is going to take a little while to a Recon, but I get the highlight. Got a supply station in here. Yeah, a bit lower. Okay, someone spotted us. We've got an oxygen depot in here. We've got a supply station, an oxygen depot. We've got some, I'm assuming these are going to be outer defences. Let's have a look here. Then we got snowstorm, supply station there, oxygen depot, which looks like it's going to be virtually right next door to the drone base. Let's just have a look at what we've got round here. We've got a geothermal power plant. That looks very much like we've got something from a patrol vessel. We've got a patrol vessel base on this side. Wow, you've got a logistics terminal on this side. Of course, this patrol base is a newly upgraded one, and this one doesn't have the loot of the old one. So there's not much point in attacking that. I mean, it's got a little bit of loot in it, but not compared to like it was with the old one. The old one, which is a platform that had the multiple high-value loot boxes, was a lot more attractive than this one. I mean, so we got a little bit of a gap here because we got logistics terminal there. Right, we've got a snowstorm defense there. That's a little bit out on its own, so we could take that out. And then that would open up. We've got some mountains that we can approach the area here. There's a minigun aerodrome there. We've got a supply station there. Oxygen depot. So we could take out the supply station there. That would give us a way into the drone base over there. Looks like the terrain over here is a little bit... wait, stop it. This looks a little bit more open. We've got snowstorm defense there. We've got opposite. We've got the convoy there, which we could take out the convoy using the on-foot approach or the sniper rifle. I mean, this area is very open. I'm just wondering if I went in very quickly. If this is set up for the mission, just wondering if we kind of did a very quick fly in. We know that this is only got a single gun. So if we could wait for the shields to regenerate. We could get rid of that convoy. We're just... Obviously this won't blow up unless it's... That's what I was trying to achieve. Wow, okay. Well, we've got ourselves a bit of a gap here now, even if we are going to lose the resources. But we take advantage of that to... That's kind of opened a door here, but you can see from the ground attack there, that was... and there's probably a nice pile of loot here, but it all lined up here, but... let's just duck in here very quickly. No, I shouldn't do this, but problem's going to be the respawn rate. We can do, because these guys will probably respawn very, very quickly. Get this guy. But we need to make it worth our while. If we can get over to the convoy pretty quickly, if I can find it. Where are you? We can get in here. Do it very, very, very quickly. Absolutely no idea. I don't think. Not functional. Okay. Aha. Perhaps myself. Okay. These are. Take that. I don't want that. Wait. Let me just offload this stuff into the Merlin. In a bit. That can go. Very, very quickly. Like that. I'm risking a lot for very little, but don't want that. So I suppose there's a little bit of we don't have protection, so we get over to here very quickly. Before we get frostbite, certainly take the ammo. Take all that. You can keep everything else. Okay, we're starting to freeze to death. We need to I don't know if I've got a cure for frostbite. We should just warm up, that's the theory. Yeah, that's it. Shove everything in there. More loot boxes on the top here. Let's only take the fuel, 796. That's fuel tank. Oops. Scrap. Taking up a Xerex rocket launcher. Fine, rocket launchers get. Oh, there's something about. I was a bit stuck on here at the moment. Oops. Me. You. Right. We got some loot from there. And we've now opened up this area a little bit. Communications, look at all the hostiles here. Communications center there. Okay, we're gonna have a very quick fly through. Okay, Khaled, hello. You've got to be kidding. There's the... So I moved on ahead and blew open a hole in the wall of the drone base. I'm currently pinned down behind. I'll follow you through. Deal with the troopers. Yes, well, we do have a slight problem here, Caleb. We've got a way in, but we're going to have to try and get rid of some of these snowstorm defences. Just get a bit of height and pull away a little bit. Stay low. You've got to be kidding me. Right, let's just have a look at the pattern here. We've got an entry point there. We've got an oxygen depot there. Supply station there. Snow defense there. Geothermal power plant. Got a patrol vessel HQ. Logistics terminal. Snowstorm defense. Supply station. Got snowstorm defense there. Communication center there. We're going to have to... I mean, we can probably take out the snowstorm defense and get in that way. I mean, the oxygen depot can be a little bit aggressive, but that is potential. The only problem is, I don't know, the... right, guys, I'm just going to fly right the way round the other side, and we're going to see about... check out this oxygen defense system, as see if we can come in from the other side. Right, guys, welcome back. I'm in a kind of an open position here, and I'm just wondering if I can get in, because the terrain here is a little bit open, and just wondering if we could get the oxygen. Oops. No, well, back away, back away. We pull back a bit. We could get in close to that. Right, let me just, if I can get in, we've got to get within. Get rid of these turrets. It's going to cost me a lot in the way of ammunition, though. Got you, rid of you. Right, there's one more. Right, so we've got a potential entrance here with the oxygen depot, but we would still have to get to that breach, but we've got a way in here. Right, guys, I think this is where I'm going to call it, because I'm going to need to think about a strategy for getting into the drone. Now, one possible option is that because we've got control of this oxygen base, if I clear it out, we could then use this as an operational point to possibly mine our way to the drone base. But I'm going to need to think a little bit about it. So this is where I'm going to leave it. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Hope you found it interesting. And until next time, whatever you do, enjoy your gaming.